Hello everybody, once again welcome to DHK. Today we are going to do the reading module. We also have a lot of new vocabulary today, so I hope you are charged well for the lesson. Now those of you who decided to do the reading in L7 before the listening in L6, please note that L7, like every other lesson, will use the vocabulary right from L1 to L7. So make sure you cover vocabulary and concepts from both L6 and L7 first, then do the reading in L7, and then do your listening in L6. All the best. It might be a lot of vocabulary to grasp at a time, but feel free to have your own pace and make sure you're perfect with each of the lessons. For those who already completed the listening in L6, well done. L7 should not be as challenging for you all. Finally, at the end of this lesson, if any of you consider the reading and listening in L6 and L7 to be easy and very intuitive, congratulations, because it means that you are on the right track and that you are keeping up with the course really well. However, if you feel it was really difficult, I strongly recommend you to go through L1 to L7 again and make sure you are perfect with these before moving on to the lessons after this one. Because in every new lesson, I will be assuming that you are all perfect till the previous lesson. If you have any doubts, make sure they reach us in some way or the other. Having said that, let's start with today's lesson. Deutsch and Spanish are the languages German and Spanish respectively. Volleyball is a sport and has the same spelling in German. Musik means music. Mathematik obviously means mathematics. And finally, Österreich is Austria. Belgian is Belgium. Luxembourg is Luxembourg. Under adverbs, we have zusammen, getrennt, and nur. Zusammen means together. Getrennt is the opposite of zusammen and it means separately or independently. Nur means only or just. The preposition nach, when followed by the name of a place, means to. So this is the only general vocabulary in this lesson. We will now do some vocabulary specific to the topics family and time. Der Vater or der Papa, die Mutter or die Mama, die Eltern. Vater means father. Papa means dad. Similarly, Mutter means mother and Mama means mom. Both parents together are referred to as die Eltern. A sibling, as you already know, is referred to as das Geschwister. A Geschwister can either be a brother or a sister. Der Bruder means brother and die Schwester means sister. Das Kind means child and die Kinder is the plural form meaning children. Der Sohn means son and die Tochter means daughter. Just like Vater, Mutter and Eltern, we have der Großvater meaning grandfather, die Großmutter meaning grandmother, and die Großeltern meaning grandparents. And just like der Papa and die Mama, we have der Opa and die Oma meaning grandpa and grandma respectively. Der Onkel means uncle and die Onkel is the plural form meaning uncles. Die Tante means aunt. Das Enkelkind means grandchild. Die Enkelkinder is the plural form meaning grandchildren. Der Enkel means grandson and die Enkelin means granddaughter. Der Junge means boy and the plural form die Jungen means boys. Das Mädchen means girl and the plural die Mädchen means girls. Note that even if Mädchen stands for a girl, the definite article that it uses in the singular form is das. and this scenario is somewhat common in German. Something that you think that has an obvious gender need not necessarily have the obvious definite article. By intuition, some might think Mädchen is die, but it's not. It is das. You just have to remember it as it is. Der Mann means man. It also means husband. The meaning depends on the context of a sentence. Die Frau means woman. It also means wife. Again, the meaning depends on the context of the sentence. The plural of der Mann is die Männer, meaning men. And the plural of die Frau is die Frauen, which means women. Der Cousin is a male cousin or cousin brother. Die Cousine is a female cousin or cousin sister. Der Zwilling means twin. Zwilling is a general term like Geschwister. Regardless of it being a male or female, the twin is called Zwilling. Die Zwillinge is the plural form and it means twins. The keyword for this lesson is Zwilling. To know more about keywords and certification, watch all parts of our introductory video. Finally, we have der Name, der Vorname, der Familienname. Der Name means name. Der Vorname means first name. Der Familienname means surname. Der Nachname is also used to refer to the surname or more literally the last name of a person. Most often, when a particular word is the ending of different related words, all these words use the same definite article. For example, Name takes the definite article der. So, Vorname, Familienname, and Nachname also take der as the definite article. Similarly for der Vater and der Großvater, die Mutter and die Großmutter, das Kind and das Enkelkind, and so on and so forth. Coming to the vocabulary in the context of time, we have das Viertel, which means quarter, halb, meaning a half hour until a particular hour on the clock, vor means to or before or until a particular hour or time. Nach means past or after a particular hour or time on the clock. We will shortly see some examples and you'll know what exactly they mean and how exactly they are used. Some commonly used adverbs of time in terms of days in the chronological order are vorgestern, gestern, heute, morgen, and übermorgen. Vorgestern means day before yesterday. Gestern means yesterday. Heute means today. The adverb morgen, which means tomorrow, has already been discussed in a previous lesson and is therefore grayed out. Finally, übermorgen means day after tomorrow. The most basic way to tell or read time in German is the current hour, followed by Uhr, which is then followed by the minutes past that hour. So 23:12 is actually read as 23:12. 12:19 is 12:19. 5:1 is 5:01, and so on. However, if you are exactly a quarter past an hour, like 12:15, which is also called a quarter past 12 in English, then it is more preferred to say Viertel nach 12 than 12:15. Similarly, if you are exactly a quarter until a particular hour, like 11:45 or a quarter to 12, Viertel vor 12 is preferred over 11:45. Halb means half hour before the following hour. 14:30 is basically 14:30. In English, you would call 14:30 half past 14. In German, you use halb with the next hour and not the previous one. So 14:30 is actually halb 15 and not halb 14. 12:30 is actually halb 13 and so on. Also note that when you use viertel nach, viertel vor or halb, you do not use the word uher. Finally, we will end this vocabulary session with 3 verbs. Fahren means to drive or to travel by car. Ich fahre, du fährst, sie fährt, wir fahren, ihr fahrt, sie fahren. Besuchen means to visit. Ich besuche, du besuchst, sie besucht, wir besuchen, ihr besucht, sie besuchen. Sagen means to say. Ich sage, du sagst, sie sagt, wir sagen, ihr sagt, sie sagen. Finally, let's do the reading module. There are 4 reading passages. Read the first passage and answer the questions based on that passage in the test linked in the description of the video. Repeat the same process for the rest of the passages. After completing all of them, if you are left with the listening module in L6, make sure you complete that as well. Also, since this is the reading module, I will not be reading the content for you. Each passage will be on your screen for a few seconds. Make sure to pause the video during each passage and then play it once you have attempted all the test questions that are based on that passage. The passages are numbered from 1 to 4, and each related question in the test will clearly state which passage it is based on. If there is no number mentioned in a question, that means that it is a question based on a concept from this lesson and not a reading passage. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the end of the video to get updates on new lessons. See you in the next class. Cheers.